Diamonds start off life about 150 kilometers down in the Earth's upper mantle. That's where carbon becomes diamond. Carbon, the two polymorphs of carbon, graphite or diamond, and down at that depth in the Earth's upper mantle, the pressures and temperatures turn it into diamond rather than graphite. So the diamonds are all sitting down there, and you need something to bring them to the surface. And there's only one geological phenomena that we know of that can do that, and that's a special type of volcanic eruption called kimberlite eruption. And kimberlite is a volcanic eruption that starts off particularly deep down and comes up like a shotgun blast very violently. Kimberlites can come up anywhere, but they've got to pass through a part of the upper mantle that's got diamonds in it, because the kimberlite is the elevator that brings the diamonds up. Diamonds aren't inherent to a kimberlite. The kimberlite's just a transport mechanism. There's been about 8,600 kimberlites found in the world since 1870, and only 1 in 100 has been economic to be mined. So that's about 80. It's why diamonds are genuinely rare, right? Because even though we got $17 billion worth of diamond production now in the world every year, there hasn't been any major discovery in the world since the early 90s. This was discovered in 2001, and this is kind of a medium-sized project. It was decided between Ashton and SOCHEM that a good idea would be to explore northern Quebec for diamonds, because northern Quebec had the right geology. You want to look for the older parts of the crust, called the cratons, of which the classic Canadian shield. That's the best place to look for diamonds, because those are the older and thicker and colder parts of the crust, and that's where diamonds are best preserved, underneath those parts of the crust. When these kimberlites come up, they bring all kinds of exotic minerals up from the mantle, not just diamonds, but special types of garnet and chrome dioxide and ilmenite. Obviously, this collection of exotic minerals that can only be found down there. And this is all glaciated terrain. So we've had glaciators smearing the rocks around here and creating glacial soils. So if you actually if you do the dirt bagging, jump out of helicopters every few hundred meters and collect these soil samples, you can look at the mineral collection in the soil samples and see if there are any of these exotic minerals that have come from kimberlites. So that was what was done. So a huge net was spread over northern Quebec. Tons of samples were taken. It went on for 5 years, this program. Huge investment of time and money to do this. And one sample kicked for minerals indicating that there was a kimberlite source nearby. After all of that work, you've got a 1 in 100 chance of it being economic, right? Diamond exploration really is the high stakes poker table in the casino, right? I mean, it's high risk, high reward exploration. The chances of failure are very, very high. Most of the mining is going to be underground with a ramp and an underground mining method. And all the upside is going downwards. As a geologist, you know, there's a bucket list of things you have to do before you die. You know, you have to see a volcano erupt, you have to experience an earthquake. So what we're talking about here is one of the most exotic and hard to find rocks in the world, kimberlite. It's sitting at surface, it's grading about 1.3 carats per ton, super high grade, and you can pick up lumps of it here on the surface, right? So it may not be the most exciting thing for the layman, non-geological layman to witness, but if you're a geologist and you've spent your life studying rocks, this is kind of the holy grail type experience.